He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Plenty of great games coming up in the next few days, starting with the last of our 3 London games. Pats and Jags from Wembley, early start, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, a good one scheduled for Sunday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's Rattler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To the air once more is Rattler. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Baron Browning in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
Defense, one stop. Stop, big stop.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now he's free at the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. The crowd here in the dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Williams. And he'll go backwards. Losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the lead extended, and I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rattler. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 1. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Brown running, able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with